Okay, we're up here in the Dublin Mountains with Sean Hunt at his one-off race. They picked a very difficult race point to race pigeons from Valentia Island. As everybody know, in Ireland, Valentia Island is one of the most difficult places to get pigeons from. It turned out a hard race and some great pigeons. I have the pleasure of auctioning the first 30 of the pigeons and the Ace Pigeon. So it's going to be a real exciting auction. Sean, can you tell me a little bit about the build-up, how you got the idea to start this one-off race and things like that?
Yeah, well, like we were over in the Algarve a couple of times, and we seen the setup over there. We did, Gerry, you know. And looking at the sport as a whole, like it is in a slow decline. Although we know it's never going anywhere. There's the passion for pigeon racing will always be there, but we believe that one-off races has a big part to play in the future of pigeon racing. You know, with a lot of fellas getting out of it and not being able to look after them on the day-to-day basis and the cost of it. So we look at it and we thought there was an opportunity to do this in Ireland, you know. So that's it, yeah.
There's one thing I really admire is that it's guaranteed the 100,000 prize money. That was something, I have to be honest, when I heard about it myself, I said, you need, I'm making a mistake, because any other one-off race that started here in Ireland, and a lot of them in England, you know, they were getting 500 pigeons or something, so you were very confident. But you have a very good name. People knew that they were going to get paid, even if it was only 200 or 300 pigeons in the race, and I think that sort of stood to you, you know.
Yeah, definitely, Gerry. That was what we said from day one. We didn't want to mess about and do a small time. We are looking to establish ourselves as one of the top one-off races in Europe. So by doing that, we wanted to ensure that the money was guaranteed, which was important, you know, in our first year to be taken serious, and to attract the fanciers as well. So we put a big prize money, 50,000 first prize, over 100,000, 105,000 paid out in total prize money, regardless of the entry. So that was getting paid. Yeah, regardless it was, and luckily enough it turned out all well. We just show you 1,200 pigeons ended into the race, which we were very happy with. That was our target for the first year. Going along now, there was a lot of lessons learned in our first year, small little things, but that we rectify for our second year, and learn from all the experiences and have big improvements here for next year, Gerry.
Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to make it to the final, but I seen the video that Eddie done, and it was unbelievable the amount of people that were here. Everybody had all good to say. I seen the first pigeon come. It was unbelievable. The reaction from the crowd. I've been at a lot of one-off races around Europe and the $1 million pigeon race in South Africa, and what I seen on the video, this one's up there with them all, you know what I mean? So it's only going to go from strength to strength. The Lofts, there's plenty of room here for the pigeons. Yeah, it's super, and what I would recommend, you know, one-off pigeons breed one-off pigeons, so I would reckon even people that are not racing pigeons or have pigeons, if they bought a pair of these pigeons, give them to a fancier and let them breed a few youngsters to put them back into this race, you know what I mean? So these pigeons are all proven out of Valencia, so they will definitely produce their like for years ahead, you know?
Yeah, that's it. We use the same emphasis in our own stock law, Gerry, you know, winners breed winners, and that's what we've built our stock law around now over the last number of years, is winning pigeons, and they're breeding winning pigeons for us. And I have seen another one-off race winners that they've gone on to breed other one-off race winners, so without a doubt that was an exceptional pigeon on the day to come, in a very tough race for the lads, you know.
No, yeah, well, the likes of that pigeon, you know, it definitely has to breed. That's what Mike Gannis from America, he went and bought the $1 million pigeons, all the top pigeons, and now he's the top man on the $1 million because he bought all these pigeons, and that's what I'm sort of trying to say, you know what I mean? It was really, really good, and the pigeons from here will definitely breed the goods going forward, you know. And yeah, but I think everything was perfect. I think you're going to get a lot more pigeons next year, because a lot of people were impressed with what they seen, and the day here was, as I said, up there with any of the one-off races around the world, definitely. So it can only go from strength to strength. And I was just handling a few of the pigeons here. a few of the pigeons here. They're absolutely in super condition, they are. So I'm sure they were well up for the race on Saturday. Why did you not pick a handier race point instead of picking Valencia? Because every federation in Ireland raced at some time out of Valencia and they stopped, you know what I mean? I know in the South Row Fed, myself, you know, racing now, but I lost some great pigeons in it, some of the best pigeons. They used it. The problem with Valencia, a lot of the pigeons go up the west coast of Ireland and then they're doomed, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it was very brave you to pick Valencia.
Yeah, well, with it being our first year, Gerry, and with the prize money guaranteed, you know, we didn't want to go with the easy option of a race, you know. We wanted the pigeons to have a difficult, not to have a difficult race, but to really have to work for the prize money. Like the first prize was €50,000, and that pigeon well earned that money, you know. So we didn't want them to have a handy race as such, especially in our first year, you know. And as it proved, as it's notorious for, it was a very difficult race. But as you know, racing in Ireland can be very difficult, Gerry. With air weather, like you'll often see 4 seasons in one day, and the mountains in Ireland as well can be very tricky, you know. But we're having talks at the moment and discussions of big improvements for next year.
Yeah,
so.
I could imagine going for your first year. I think he's done exceptionally well, you know. The first year, you know, in Valencia, you know, I mean, it is a very, very hard race point. But you're right in what you're saying, you know, I mean, the pigeon should earn the money that he gets, you know what I mean? He did, and that winner, you know, winning €50,000 for just ordinary pigeon men, which is, you know, it's absolutely fantastic, you know, for them to win the 50 grand, you know.
Yeah, that's right, and as the money, as you know, the money was guaranteed, and the money will be guaranteed again next year. €50,000 first prize, highest money paid out ever for the pigeon race in Ireland and the UK. And I know I said it down the Pigeon Club, but I'd just like to give a mention out to the Irish, you know, and that's why this event was a great success, because it was very well supported by all of the Irish. And as you can see here on the day, like, you'll never beat the Irish for the crack and that, like, you know. So yeah, it was very well supported, and we'd just like to say a big thank you to all of the Irish fans, you know. We're looking forward to seeing them again next year.
And I think, you know, the agents as well, some of the agents done a real good job. Richie Elliott, he got the pigeons from England, and I think, you know what I mean, he will get a lot more pigeons for you next year. And then Morris O'Donnell done a good job as well. I think the German
the two German agents, Tim and Francesca, yeah, they done a fantastic job for us as well. Yeah, they had a great weekend over here, and that's it. Yeah, they done a lot of work for us this year and helped us out and supported us very well. So and
a lot of the other European pigeons, the fanciers would wait and see what's happening to make sure all the money was paid out, and as far as they can gather, you just couldn't wait to pay out the 50,000. 50,000 was paid out nearly straight away, which is great. It's some unlocked races. People are nearly going with solicitors to get their money, so there was no problem. I knew there would have been no problem here with the money, so yeah, super stuff, you know. And these pigeons here, if Eddie can just have a thing behind us, these are all the pigeons that's in the top 30. These are the pigeons that's going to be in the Sarsfield Pigeon Club getting auctioned. And as I said, you know what I mean, wouldn't it be fantastic, whoever is going to buy the pigeon that was forced to have a pigeon in your shed, to say he's at a winning 50,000, and that pigeon will definitely breed his like, you know. Maybe we could get a look at the actual winner.
Yeah, here you go, Gerry. Here's the winning pigeon from the Wild Atlantic Way one-off race, winner of €50,000. Winning pigeon was an Irish pigeon, syndicate from Dublin, OBKC, Timmy Noel and Giants, a couple of fanciers from north side of the city. Was delighted to see them winning it.
He's a lovely pigeon as well. He's a nice eyed pigeon. He's got a violet eye, he has. He's a nice shaped pigeon as well, you know. So I think going forward, it'd be nice having this lad in your loft at a winning 50 grand, and I'm sure he could possibly even breed the winner of this race next year, you know. He's a really, really nice pigeon, Sean, and all I can say, the best of luck to whoever goes and buys this pigeon. He won't regret it, I don't think, you know. He's an absolute corker, he is. Maybe we'll have a look at the Ace Pigeon.
Yeah, I'll give you a look at the Ace Pigeon, Gerry.
Okay, Sean, I think you've got the Ace Pigeon in your hand. I handled her earlier on, and she is an absolute corker as well, you know.
There you go, Gerry, a beautiful little hen. Yeah, very impressed with this hen. She's from Powellstown Lofts, Herbie Thorpe. Winner of €5,000 for the Ace Pigeon. She was 13th on the final race. She came very well. You can see she's still in the super condition she is, Gerry.
She's a lovely apple-bodied pigeon, she is, and she's an absolute corker. She'd even go well with the first pigeon or the second pigeon. Anybody looking to buy a real good pair of pigeons, you wouldn't go too wrong. She's an absolute corker. She's a lovely apple-bodied pigeon, and again, I have to say she'll breed her like, you know. She's a nice-eyed pigeon as well. She has everything that a good pigeon needs, and obviously to be the Ace Pigeon, she has what it takes. So I'd highly recommend this pigeon as well.
Do you know what line she's down from, Gerry?
Ronnie, what's his name? Ronnie
Dankart.
Ronnie Dankart, yeah, the Belgian guys that a few of them went. I think Shella Leonard brought a few, Herbie there, and bought Carl Donnelly there as well, and they're super pigeons, you know. And I know Herbie has bought the best of the pigeons. I think Herbie bought a pigeon that was twice champion Old Bird, and I think actually this is what this hen is direct from, I think, you know.
Brilliant.
So he'd be getting a real good pigeon, yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, we'll let her go. Okay, now Sean's got the second pigeon here. I believe Darren McGauley and a lad called Lamb, I think, was in the syndicate, were they? And they got a nice, cool €15,000. They've collected their money and all. This pigeon, I was speaking to Carl Donnelly on the phone. He's in Canada last night. I was speaking with him. He was telling me all about this pigeon here. He gave Darren a pair of two eggs. One of them is the father of the pigeon. The other one is the mother of the pigeon. The father of this pigeon, he's direct from Carl's pigeon, the direct son of the Kittle, when the Kittle was paired to the new Olympic girl who was National Ace Pigeon as well. So two National Ace Pigeons paired together. And then on the dam side of the pigeon, we've got Blue Gert, Blue Gert, again, one of the top pigeons, the Stefan Lambrecht pigeon. Blue Gert, he's responsible for the Kittle. If you go back, Olympic, what's her name? Olympic Rosita is coming down from Blue Gert. So there you go, it's all the thing. Vandenbulk, Stefan Lambrecht at its really best, but this one is a little bit special because this was second in this race. And as I said, he's an absolute super pigeon in the hand, and whoever buys this one, as I said, you know what I mean, the winner or this fella to the Ace Pigeon, and you'll have a gold mine pair. A really class pigeon. And Carl, I know Carl was over the moon, as well as Darren and the other partner. But you know what I mean, if you come in here and you didn't know anything about any of the pigeons in this loft, didn't know, someone handed me this pigeon, I would say he's an exceptional pigeon, and I'll put my reputation on the line. This pigeon will become one of the top producers in anybody's loft. He's an absolute corker. It's not often I say that, but this pigeon is something special. Okay, Sean, you've got the third pigeon there now. We'll have a look at this pigeon. Who was the owners of this pigeon? Who raced this pigeon?
The third place pigeon, Gerry, winner of €7,500. This was from a UK syndicate, James and Charlie. The lads done very well to take the third prize, Gerry.
Oh, super! And it was great to see the English people as well getting a few quid back because they supported the race well. I was speaking again to Morris O'Donnell on the phone last night, and he was telling me that this pigeon here is coming down from his Just Juicing pigeons, and everybody knows Morris's record. Morris actually bred the pigeon, and it's coming down from his Just Juicing pigeons, and Morris's record in the one-off races right around the world is second to none. He'd actually last year in the Algarve race, he had 12 pigeons in the result. That's unbelievable. You know what I mean? For one man to have 12 pigeons in the result of the final of a one-off race takes some doing. And this, Morris said, it's really bread and the purple of this. So this be another pigeon to get as well. A really nice pigeon. It looks like a young hen to me. You know what I mean? It is really nice hen, and as I said, Morris, you won't go wrong with this pigeon, third prize. Super. Okay, Sean, you've got a forward pigeon and another beautiful pigeon I handled earlier on. Who raced this one?
This is a cracking little blue tip hen from two Dublin fanciers, Mick Warner and his son. They race in Tallaght Pigeon Club, so they're only around the corner, two local fanciers, so I was delighted to see them winning the 4th place position and €4,000 to go along with it, Gerry.
Ah, it's great. I'll tell you what, that's what the beauty about it. Even the winner and the second lads, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The 50 grand and the 15 grand will make a difference to the people. You know what I mean? And it's great that you can actually win that type of money in an actual pigeon race. She's a beautiful balanced hen as well. She's really classy hen. And then these are the best of the best. You know what I mean? There was 1,200 pigeons started out. These pigeons here, no wonder I'm saying what I'm saying about them, and they are class pigeons. You come along to the Sarsfield Pigeon Club and handle these pigeons, you'll see exactly what I'm speaking about. The best of the best. She was forward and a great hen as well. And I know Mick Warner there, he flies well as well here in Dublin, he does. So she's a really good hen, you know. Okay, Sean, you have the 5th pigeon there, and it's a Belgian pigeon, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, Gerry. This is a lovely little Czech hen, Gerry. She's a Belgian pigeon from Ronnie van Tilburg, the hobby shop. Yeah, cracking little hen, winner of €2,500 for 5th place prize, Gerry.
So Ronnie's not only supplying good pigeon feeding into Dublin, he's also supplying top pigeons. She's a lovely little apple body shaped pigeon as well. She's a nice pigeon, this hen, alright, yeah. I'd say she'd fly a bit of distance as well, that hen, and that's the reason that she was no problem to her putting the hours on the wing. She's a lovely apple body shaped pigeon. And what lines of pigeons is Ronnie got? His pigeons flew very well. I was watching his name coming up there in all the hotspot races.
That's right.
He was there or thereabouts.
Ronnie does fly very well, and he's been a huge help to us with building our super family of pigeons over the last number of years. You know, he's really been a big help to us in putting our family together. So he has his own family of pigeons there, middle distance pigeons, and they're bred from all the best lofts around in Belgium, they are, Gerry, you know. So yeah, Ronnie's doing fantastic with the pigeons, and he's been a fantastic help to us.
Yeah, and the pigeon, the second Ace Pigeon, is a German pigeon, so it's sort of an international flavour to it, you know what I mean? There's a good few different countries around Europe there in the results, so yeah. It's great that the Germans are great supporters of one Loft races, and I think, you know, we really like this. I know a lot of the lads from being at all the one Loft races, and I know this race will appeal to them. I'd say you'll get a lot of pigeons from Germany and Belgium next year, you know, definitely, you know. So this is a really. Have you got the second Ace Pigeon there? Have you?
He's just there feeding at the moment.
He's just there,
Gerry,
so
yeah.
we haven't got, but he's it's a really, you know, I mean, it's a good international flavour to the race, you know. And I'd highly recommend people to turn up in the Sarsfield Pigeon Club, even if you're not going to buy pigeons, just to have a look at the quality of pigeons that will be in the pens. And these are the pigeons that you need. And as I said, you know what I mean, you buy any one of them, it don't have to be the first, the second, the third, the fourth or the fifth. Some of the pigeons are in the top 30. Them pigeons will breed pigeons to fly out of Valencia, and I'm sure you're going to race from Valencia again next year.
Yeah, well, we're having talks at the moment, Gerry, and we're going to make all our plans. We're going to make up all our plans for 2020 now shortly. By the end of the month or early September, and we'll announce all our plans to move on and have a better second year, you know.
Yeah. And when will the intake of the pigeons be next year? Have you planned on that?
No, well, it's in discussions at the moment. Everything is in discussions, but I think we opened up last year on the 1st of March, so we are thinking about opening up earlier now for next season, you know. I think maybe February sometime, and then closing the later date, you know. Some late pigeons came in May, so we prefer to get them in a bit earlier. So I think we're going to go from February sometime to the end of April, and this will just give the pigeons a better chance to get them ready for training and racing and that, Gerry, you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna having a walk around. There's plenty of room here for pigeons. Really, really good airy loft, exactly what the pigeons need for one lot racing. You do see some of them there, the lofts to be closed in, and that's a lot to do, you know what I mean, with respiratory problems and all that. And these pigeons, I have to say, I was saying earlier on, the sparkle that's in the pigeons' eyes, you know, you really, really had them right, you know. So I'd be actually getting some of the stuff you were giving the pigeons there to give it to Larko to put in his pigeons, because they really had them. He's really have the pigeons right, you know. Yeah,
that's it, Gerry. Just again to give the Loft manager Dave Maloney, is a fantastic fancier with over 30, maybe 40 years experience in racing pigeons himself. He raced from a very young age, and now he topped the Irish South Road Fed from 17,000 pigeons from the flats in town, you know. So he's done a fantastic job with the pigeons all year. The pigeons were in super condition going to the final race. They were very well trained, very well prepared. Fair enough, it was a difficult race on the day, which Valencia is known for. You know, we can go that way sometimes, but yeah, and you can see now the conditions in the pigeons still there after the race. They're in super condition. Yeah.
I was here for the last hotspot race, and I have to say the passion that David has for the pigeons. You know what I mean? He was speaking about the pigeons if they were kids. You know what I mean? And all he was short of when the pigeons arrived here, all he was short of doing, well, I think he did jump up in the air when the pigeons arrived, and that's how passionate he is about pigeons. You know, and it's a credit to him. And as I said, to keep everything spick and span here, everything is. Seen him there even cleaning out the perches there today, and he didn't even need to be cleaned out, and that's how passionate he is about him. I think anybody that enters this race next year, you will get a good run for your money, and this race is definitely going places. So Sean, to the auction Sunday week the 18th, Sarsfield Pigeon Club, viewing 2 to 3. Get there early, have a look at these pigeons. As I said, even if you're not buying them, just come, have a look at these pigeons, and you'll see what it takes to win this race. So until then, I'll see you, Sean, right?
Yeah, thanks very much for coming over for the visit, Gerry. And I'd just like to add there to the end of the video, for any international fans just that are interested in the pigeons, you can get in touch with myself or Gerry Mccourt. Phone numbers are on the website and on Facebook also to place a commission bid. Have phone bids on the day as well.
Yeah, and anybody looking for a phone line on the day, there'll be plenty of phones there, so you can think, and we might even get Eddie to do a live video of the auction as it takes place, and anybody wants to get on the phone, and we'll give you the line, you can watch what's happening. And we'd like to thank Eddie as well. He's doing a fantastic job here with the videos he's putting up on the race, and a lot of people compliment him. Well done, Eddie.
Yeah, well done, Eddie. And then we just give a shout out to Mark as well, done a super job on the day with the live video as well. But there's a lot of thank yous to go out to everybody. Our sponsors, Joe Vatti, they supplied us with pigeon corn this year. Fraser's supplements. Everybody knows that. I believe that I use these supplements personally in my own race loft, and they're second to none. The pigeons wanted for nothing here all season. They had the best of corn, the best of supplements, and the very best of care went into them. And so that's it. Yeah, there's a lot of people that helped out. I thank the Irish Fancy, but there's a lot of friends and family that helped us out along the way with a lot of small little jobs that made a big difference. We said the agents were fantastic this year. Another thank you to them. So we probably left 1 or 2 out, but yeah, thanks very much to everyone for supporting and helping us along the way.
They say the first 10 years is the hardest, Sean, so you'll be
well, we don't know if we'll be here in 10 years, Gerry.
You will be, I might.
That's it. Well, look, sure, I'll see you down at the auction.
Alright then, I hope he's a success. Don't be afraid to leave.